Have you ever said something to a woman and noticed that from that moment on, she was never the same with you again? It's not the usual cliché or exaggerated compliments that cause that effect. The secret lies in forbidden words, those that awaken something deep, almost hypnotic. In the female psychology, here's the problem. Most men think that complimenting a woman is just saying, "You're beautiful," and that's it. But what if I told you there are 5 specific phrases that make a woman feel something so intense that she can't forget you? Worse, if you get the timing or tone wrong, the effect can be catastrophic. Want to find out what the first one is? These phrases aren't about cheap manipulation. They work because they touch unconscious desires that few men understand. If you want to be remembered, not as just another guy, but as the one who made her feel something, stay here. By the end, you'll understand why these words are secret weapons of attraction. And if you like what you're about to hear, subscribe and hit the like button. It really helps the channel. Compliment number 1. You have an energy that makes people feel alive when they're around you. This compliment isn't about beauty, clothes, or appearance. It goes straight to the invisible power she has over others. Women hear all the time that they're beautiful, but almost never that they're magnetic. When you say this, she starts wondering, what does he see in me that no one else does? And that curiosity keeps her thinking about you. Why does it work? Based on attraction psychology, humans are programmed to seek validation for their emotional impact, not just their physical traits. By highlighting her effect on her surroundings, you make her feel unique, not just another face on the radar. She'll associate that feeling with you, the perceptive man who noticed something others ignore. The key is in the delivery. Don't drop it as a casual compliment. Pause, look into her eyes, and let the phrase linger in the air. If she smiles, looks away, or unconsciously touches her hair, you nailed it. That's the moment she starts wondering what else you notice that others don't. But be careful, this only works if it's true. Women detect fake compliments in milliseconds. Watch how she interacts with friends, family, or even strangers first. If she truly has that light, use it. If not, it backfires, and you lose all credibility. Now, if you think that compliment is powerful, wait until you discover number 2, because it touches on something even deeper. Every woman's secret fear. Compliment number 2. Most people only see you from the outside, but it's clear you think in a way few people understand. This one is a psychological trap disguised as a compliment. You're saying, without saying it, that most men are superficial, and you're the exception. Women hate feeling predictable, and this phrase taps into their frustration of constantly being misunderstood. Why does it work? Based on human behavior, everyone wants to be understood, not just admired. By suggesting that you see her mind behind her smile, you create a connection that goes beyond the physical. She starts thinking, he gets me. Is he really different? And that question makes her invest attention in you. The trick is to use it after she expresses an unusual opinion, tells a personal story, or does something authentic. Never after an awkward silence. Say it in a confidential tone, almost like a secret between the two of you. If she replies with, "Wow, how did you notice that?" You've already won. But there's a risk. If she feels you're making it up, you become just another man who says what she wants to hear. That's why you should only use it if you genuinely notice something real in how she thinks. Otherwise, the disappointment will be worse than the positive effect. And if you want to know what comes next, get ready, because number 3 involves a word that activates a primal instinct in women, and very few men know how to use it correctly. Compliment number 3. You're the kind of person who turns simple moments into something memorable. This compliment hits on something very few men explore, her secret desire to be remembered not just for her looks, but for how she makes others feel. Women get tired of hearing about their bodies or faces, but rarely about their power to create experiences. When you say this, she starts seeing herself as unique through your eyes. Why does it work? Based on positive manipulation psychology, people love being associated with intense emotions. By suggesting she has the gift of turning the ordinary into the extraordinary, you make her want to prove you right. And that means including you in those moments. She'll want to relive the feeling of being seen that way. By you, delivery is crucial. Use it after a simple situation, a dinner, a walk, or even a joke she made. Be specific. The way you laughed at that silly thing made everything feel lighter. You have that gift. The more unique your example, the more she'll believe you truly see her. Be careful not to overdo it. If everything becomes memorable, she'll get suspicious. Save this compliment for when something genuinely changes the mood because of her. That way you don't seem like a flatterer but a perceptive man. And when a man shows he notices what others ignore, he earns a special place in her mind. But if you think that compliment is powerful, wait until you hear number 4, because it reveals a truth most men are afraid to admit. Compliment number 4. I've never met someone who could be so strong and so gentle at the same time. This phrase is a double trap. It praises a contradiction that every woman secretly prides herself on having. They hate being put in boxes, the tough one, the fragile one, and when you point out that she transcends those labels, it touches a raw nerve. She wonders, how did he notice something I don't even talk about? Why does it work? Based on modern stoicism, valuing human complexity is rare today. Women are often reduced to stereotypes, and when you show that you've noticed her layers, it creates an almost intellectual connection. She feels that you study her, not just desire her, and that's captivating. Use this after seeing a clear example of that duality, her being firm at work but caring with a friend, or gentle in a gesture yet decisive in an opinion. Say it with admiration, not surprise. If she reacts with "How do you know that?" you've already planted the seed of fascination, the danger. If she doesn't see herself that way, the compliment sounds fake. So only use it if it's true. Women hate men who invent qualities just to please them. But when you get it right, this compliment sticks in her mind for days. And if you're intrigued so far, wait until you discover number 5, because it involves a single word that, when said at the right moment, reprograms how she sees you. Compliment number 5, you're fascinating, but something tells me you don't even realize it. This compliment is a psychological time bomb. It not only flatters her, but suggests she has a power she herself hasn't recognized. That creates instant curiosity. She wants to know exactly what you see that she doesn't. And while she thinks about it, you effortlessly occupy her mind. Why does it work? Based on unconscious attraction, people value hidden qualities more than obvious ones. By pointing out that blind spot, you position yourself as more perceptive than the average man, and that creates a desire for validation. She'll want you to explain, to give details. And every word you say gains weight. The magic lies in the mystery. Don't immediately explain what makes her fascinating. Let her ask, or worse, imagine. When you say it with a subtle smile and a lingering look, she starts wondering, could he be right? What else does he notice about me? And that question keeps her hooked. But be careful, this only works if you've already built some rapport. Using it on the first date sounds like cheap manipulation. Wait until she's shown something genuine, an opinion, a spontaneous gesture, then drop the line like a revelation. If she smiles or shifts her posture, you've nailed it. Now you know, the best compliments aren't about beauty, but about identity. They tap into what she truly values, her mind, her impact, her complexity. And when you get it right, she won't forget you. But remember, authenticity is the key. Women can sense insincerity instantly, and the cost of lying is far too high. So which of these compliments would you use first? Comment below which one surprised you the most, or if you've tried something similar and how she reacted. Every woman is unique, and I want to know how these strategies apply to your reality. If this content helped you, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. There's much more coming. Psychological techniques, behavioral insights, and secrets most men can't even imagine. See you next time, and remember, the game of attraction isn't won with tricks, but with emotional intelligence.